Y'all, good morning. It is the next day and I just weighed in. I bet you feel it now, baby. Especially since we've... What's up, y'all? It's Maya the Maverick TV and I'm back with another video. Okay, so today is gonna be fun, but not so fun because I don't know. It's kind of what I've been doing, but it's kind of like taking it up a notch. So I don't know if you guys watch Greg Doucette, but you know, obviously I post a lot of fitness content, and so I am very into just like the world of bodybuilding and fitness and all of that stuff. So I do watch a lot of bodybuilders, Greg Doucette being one of them. And I found this video from 2 years ago of him giving basically advanced tips for shredding, right? Like, and this is considered advanced because it is for bodybuilders who are basically in prep for their show. So technically today we are going to be training like a bodybuilder and, you know, using Greg Doucette's tips for advanced shredding. I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on my stats because I did post a video not too while ago just saying like I'm literally gonna get serious. I came back from vacation, gained weight, and was not happy. And so since then, right, the last time my weight around that video was about 150 pounds. It's been about 21 days later and I'm 141 flat, so that's about 9 pounds. Obviously some of that was water weight. I literally went cold turkey, so I have not been doing any alcohol, high sugar, high fat, or anything like that. Obviously my diet is still tasty if y'all see my what I eat in a day videos, but literally just focusing on my nutrition with Greg Doucette's tips here. So I'm going to tell you what they are, and then I'm going to tell you what the goal will be for this week. Okay. So his tips are to do cardio first thing in the morning. This is going to be different for me because I usually do weights in the morning and then I'll go on like a walk later in the evening once it like cools down. So today, instead of weights directly in the morning, I'm going to be doing 60 minutes of zone 2 cardio.
First one is doing cardio first thing in the morning. And in order to do this, especially when you've been dieting for a long time, you might not have a lot of energy. You're going to be doing a minimum of 60 minutes of cardio first thing in the morning.
Right, my goal is to at least burn 400 calories because that's around, the goal is actually 3 times your body weight, I remember. So my goal this morning is to burn 423 calories in zone 2 cardio. And I love to run. That's considered probably more zone 4, depending on the pace. So this morning I'm just going to be doing spin. I also love indoor cycling, which is also pretty high intensity because I do a lot of like movements and stuff. So I'm going to try to balance it out to where it's like zone 2. Okay. And before this cardio, you should have 20 to 30 grams of protein.
You are primed. Now, you get up on the prep, the treadmill, the bike, whatever you're doing, and you consume 20 to 30 grams of essential amino acids or BCAAs, or at least some protein right at the start or during your cardiovascular session. The reason you're doing this is because you don't want to lose muscle, and by consuming protein right away, it's your first opportunity for muscle protein synthesis.
Making my first meal right now, and I'll show y'all what that is. And then after you work out, you want to have one of your largest meals. And he said this should be around 500 calories, obviously high in protein. So the goal is about 30 to, I can make up 40 almost 50-gram protein meal if I really tried.
Remember, following this bout of cardio, it's very important that you eat. You need to eat immediately. Because you did cardio first thing in the morning, you need to eat right now. And essentially, there's no such thing as an anabolic window, the time period you have to eat right after exercise. But if you just did cardio and your glycogen stores are greatly reduced, you need to refuel them.
So those are the first three, right? We got the cardio, we got the meal before, and we got the post-workout meal. And then he says to strength train after 3 or 4 meals to have the most energy.
You know none of it's turning to fat. You're going to eat them. It's immediately going to fuel your muscles. It's going to convert to muscle glycogen and fuel the weightlifting workout that you're going to do later in the day. And so when do I suggest you do your workout? Well, for me and for many people, I suggest you do it later in the day. Once you've had several meals in your body, perhaps 3 or even 4 meals, and only have 1 meal left after doing your weights workout.
So, like I said, I usually strength train in the morning. Today, I'm going to be strength training in the evening after I've had about 4 of my meals. And then I'll have my last meal after that. He also mentioned in this video that the goal is basically 1.2 grams of protein times your body weight. So if I'm 141 times 1.2, ooh, okay. It's 169 grams of protein.
Severe calorie restricted diet, you're trying to lose 2 pounds of fat a week, you should be consuming a minimum of 1 to perhaps even 1.2 grams of protein per body weight. And why is that? Well, when you're in a calorie deficit, some of the protein that you're eating, it's going to be used for energy. Not all of that protein can be used to build muscle.
That is a lot. We're going to try to fit this in my deficit, right? I usually aim for 130, 140 grams of protein. But the goal is to be on the heavier side, stick to under 1,400 calories. That is my usual deficit, around like 1,381 to 1,400. So we're going to try to do all of this and stick within our deficit. And I'm just going to be showing y'all this along the way. He says, right, in order to know if you are in a deficit and things like that, is to basically track your weight every day and then take the median weight based off of that week. And that'll show you what type of trend you're making, whether you're going up, whether you're going down. Obviously, if you are going down, that is great if your plan is to be in a deficit. If you're going up, then you may need to take off some calories or increase your cardio. So we're gonna be utilizing all of those things. All right, y'all, so here is meal 1. We got 2 boiled eggs, 2 soft-boiled eggs with my spilled chocolate milk. This meal is 250 calories, 10.5 grams of fat, and 34 grams of protein to start off the day strong. Thank you, God, for this food that as you see. Please bless those right now. All right, let's dig in. This chocolate milk is so good. For those wondering, it literally does taste like chocolate milk. But it's protein milk. But, all right, I will touch back with you guys once I hit the spin studio. Okay, y'all, I just finished. We got 71 minutes, 400 active calories, 500 total calories. So we did what we needed to do in cardio for the day. I am still very full from that previous meal, So I will catch up with y'all when I am making my second meal. What's up, y'all? I am back with my second meal. I am finally hungry. And so here we are. We got some egg whites mixed with cottage cheese, 8 grams of sauerkraut on top with a little bit of sriracha. And it has a little bit of spinach. I did not track the spinach or the sriracha. The sriracha is like 0 calories. Spinach, like, come on now. The turkey bacon, I have turkey bacon and then a piece of this like low-cal sourdough bread with this fresh fruits jam that's like 0 sugar. So this total meal comes out to about 244 calories, not the exact 500 calories that Greg Doucette recommended, but also, right, like I have to stick to my deficit. So these are the meals that works for me. This is also though 30 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat. And so we're doing really, really good on our macros today. I'm still at this point, I'm under 500 calories. So at about 494 and about 64 grams of protein. So yeah, this has been a great start so far. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and then catch up with y'all when I am at my third meal for the day. What's up, y'all? I'm checking in again for meal 3. This one, I feel like a literal bodybuilder because it's kind of crazy. And honestly, that's because I need more whole food snacks. Like I have a bunch of yogurt, cottage cheese, meat, and all that stuff. But like I need to defreeze more meat. And then, I have some protein bars and I don't want to do that because it's like more processed, and why eat the processed snacks when I'm at home and able to make something? But this is really all I could think of with what I had. So I have 2 ounces of ground beef here and a bowl of protein yogurt. And this is about 100 grams of non-fat yogurt mixed in with like 12 grams of my protein powder and stevia. This is honestly really good. I usually enjoy it with toppings, but I'm just sticking to the basics today because I'm focusing on high protein, low calorie. So this meal together is around 235 calories, 30.4 grams of protein. So very good ratio here. And honestly, like I'm not ashamed to eat this. Like it's pretty good. The beef is good. I know the yogurt's gonna be good. It's a little weird. I've never just ate this as a snack before. So far, we're at 94 grams of protein. The goal is 140 grams of protein and to stick under 1,400 calories. All right, so next, as y'all can see, I'm kind of eating every 3 hours. I'm gonna decide if I'm going to go to the gym or eat another meal and go to the gym. So I'll catch up with y'all to see what I do next. All right, here we are at meal number 4. This is basically my pre-workout meal or my dinner before I go strength train. I have some white rice, 2 ounces of white rice, close to 100 grams of cottage cheese, 2.5 ounces of ground beef, and some hot sauce. And then a side of vegetables. This meal comes out to about 360 calories, 26 grams of protein. I honestly messed up with getting this 80-20 beef. I don't know why I do that. Like I think I definitely could have got at least 90-10. Yeah, because the turkey I get is like literally 99% fat free. And, I'll mix it with other things and it's perfectly fine. Like I can do it. A lot of people complain, but like I really messed up on this beef. And I'm just like, the calories from fat, I feel like might mess me up. But I did strain it. Like I literally watered the ground beef, like washed it off basically. to get rid of as much fat as possible. But yeah, I think this is going to fuel me super well before my workout. Got some carbs, protein, veggies. So I'll see y'all when I get to the gym. What's up, y'all? So I just finished full body. My watch says I'm at 1,013 calories for the day. For my strength training, that was 326 calories. I did full body, so I did 20 minutes arms, 20 minutes legs, 20 minutes abs. And in his video, he suggests, right, full body 2 to 3 times a week. You do not have to strength train every day. And adding those breaks in between, I believe, gives your muscles time to actually grow and get that hypertrophy. And that's what I'm training for, hypertrophy. There's a difference between strength and the actual size of your muscles. Although, yeah, like I want strength too. So I do like very heavy weights, at least in my mind, for my size, you know, to get those gains. And then as far as calories, I believe I'm at 1,093 calories and 121 grams of protein. So we got one more meal, but I see that I did not finish my steps. I'm at like 9,700 steps. So I may go for like a really, really small brisk walk. But if you think about it, it says 1,000 calories, 1,000 calories burned. Technically, that's like I ate nothing for the day. I promise you, I am still so full. I feel so full from the ground beef, the cottage cheese, and all of that. So I'm hoping if I go on a short walk, then that'll like increase my appetite for this last meal so I can finish off 20 grams of protein. But yeah, so far this has been going good. Honestly, I feel like I got a great pump today. I was really pushing in the gym, and he was saying if you wait to strength train after you've had a few meals, then you really get to use that energy on, you know, the strength training. And I feel like I did feel a difference compared to I usually train at like 5 a.m. and I'm just like, I'm just getting up. I've had one meal. I usually fast the day before. So I'm probably not giving it my all because I don't have maximum energy. So that was nice. I felt like I was very diligent today. And yeah, I went for high weights. I went for higher reps. So that was nice. Yeah, I will catch up with y'all on my last meal. What's up, y'all? We are back with our final meal of the day. I did end up going for like a tiny walk. So I ended up getting 11,000 steps today. And here's our final meal. So following up strength training with solid protein. This high protein yogurt bowl is about 194 calories, 27 grams of protein. I did 100 grams of non-fat fake yogurt mixed with some frozen berries, dash of cinnamon, some protein packed granola by Kodak, and some sugar-free chocolate sauce. So I love this. It's one of my favorite desserts. It's high protein, low calorie. And then I believe today, I just checked. I've been tracking everything with Lose It, as y'all can see. We're at about 1,294 calories, so just under 1,300. 147 grams of protein for today. Wild. All right, so that shows you can still eat low calorie, very high protein. I love that for me, you know, to be able to maintain my muscle and everything like that. Let's dig into this protein powder. Thank you, God. Amen. I literally don't feel like I'm in a calorie deficit. Like, this is not hard. I was hungry a few times throughout today, but it's like literally it was around my eating windows. And then once I do eat, I'm like, oh, this is a lot of food. But I'm gonna check in tomorrow and check my weight, and see if, you know, there's any positive trend going on or anything like that, you know, because he says to check your weight daily and basically take that median weight. But I'm just gonna be checking, I guess, after a day of doing this, okay? Y'all, good morning. It is the next day, and I just weighed in at 140.6. The previous day I was 141 flat, which means I lost 0.4 of a pound. And that is a positive trend. 0.4 of a pound in a day, right? And I felt like I was eating a lot yesterday. I was like, there's no way that I am gonna see a change in the scale. So I changed the scale, and I also woke up super hungry this morning. So it works. It works. And we're gonna be using that. So if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, we just hit 200. Now we're on the road to 300 subscribers. My birthday is also coming up, and a great birthday gift would be to hit 300 subscribers by then. But I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Y'all can make that happen, right? Right? For my birthday, I want to do something special. I'm gonna do, of course, a special video, a special post. So comment what you think I should do. Like, I haven't had any really good sweets in a long time. So if y'all want to see me eat something great that you want to eat, you want to live through me, comment what I should eat, okay? All right, good night.